What is up, y'all? It is your boy Dyzek of the Dead. We're back with another video. What I'm going to do today, and as you can see, I am working through OBS. I am a little baby boy when it comes to OBS, so I am struggling here. But I'm going to get through it. We're going to see how this goes. But I thought today, I dropped my new album, Culture War, which is available now on all streaming platforms. I'm about to react to the YouTube music versions of the songs. I mean, I guess they're all the same version of each other, but I'm reacting to YouTube music today, and I own it, so like I can react to it if I want. I'm gonna break down the lyrics and what I mean in the song. So yeah, just because there's a lot of people that question the album, and I want to answer those questions. Also, check out this shirt; it looks awesome. So anyway, we're going to go right into it. So this first song is not really a song, it's a skit, right? This skit is called The Message. The reason it's called The Message is, so there's a YouTuber, I'm sure a lot of y'all know, it's Critical Drinker, and he doesn't call things woke. And I don't blame him because woke is so oversaturated. The term woke is oversaturated to the point where it's stupid to say. Anybody who says it, it's like, oh yeah, go away. But he goes, these movies are filled with the message, and so I thought, that would be something interesting to use here. Is that that's actually the perfect way to describe it too, right? Is that things aren't just woke per se when you look at entertainment, and this album Culture War focuses mostly on the cultural, like artistic side of the culture war. That was always sort of the main focus of it. And the message is more clear because it's not just like saying, oh, this new Star Wars movie or TV show is woke. The reason people say it's woke is because it has the message. It has the thing that appeals to the identity politics crowd, right? So we're going to check this out real quick, and we're going to listen to it, and I'll break it down.
Some say pop culture is downstream from politics. It's no secret that the United States of America is a divided nation. Whether it's race or religion, left or right, this or that, politics has been driving us all crazy for decades.
So you can see or hear here that I am using background sounds like thunder and rain, like ASMR, whatever the fuck that is. Oh yeah, ambient sounds. I thought that'd be a nice touch so it doesn't just like sound like it's just me in a room. And it kind of paints this picture that I wanted to paint of a very depressing, very sad state of America. And as you can even see on the cover, the album cover, I used AI for the album cover, and it came out as good as I thought it was going to come. And I guess I can't be too disappointed. It came out fine to me. But yeah, I'm going the cheap route, bro. I ain't got a lot of money, so like I'm going the cheap route. As you can see, there's a black flag, little pirate flag in the background. That's probably hinting to something in the future. Dedshot Dyzek, Culture War, text on there. A lot of people have been asking me about why the flag is burning, and like, oh, do you hate America? Do you hate the flag? No, not at all. It's the opposite, right? I wouldn't put a burning flag on my album cover if it didn't have a purpose. And that purpose is to sort of illustrate where we are, right? Where we are in America is that people are now burning the flag. I'm not saying that I'm doing it, right? That's not me saying it. I'm saying that it's happening, right? That is the message I'm illustrating there. Now, the circle with the cross through it over the war sign, that's sort of me. That's more me saying I'm against war kind of thing. Now, that's a very hippie side of me for sure. Because, I mean, who's for war? Who wants war, right? Why would you want war? So that's the reason I put that there. Also, it was an easy sticker to have on Giphy. I'm telling you, man, I'm fucking broken. I used some of those cheap ghetto redneck ass ways of making this thing. But yeah, the burning flag was never to disrespect the flag. I love the flag. I love America. I love the American dream. But it's showing that things that we love are burning. Things that we love are under attack. And I know that it looks scary and it looks intimidating. That's the fucking point. That's the point. It's scary, it's intimidating, and you have to confront it, right? And I hope more people ask me these questions, and I hope I answer satisfyingly. So, but yeah, politics has been driving us all crazy for decades, probably longer. And the whole pop culture is downstream from politics thing. I think Bret Bart said that a while back, and it's my point, right? It's my biggest point of this album is that our politics as we evolve is sort of reflected in our media, in our comic books, in our TV shows, our movies, our art, kind of reflects our culture. And when our culture, makes our art look like shit, what does that tell you about our culture?
Maybe longer. But we always kept our values. We're all human in the end, regardless of what we believe in. I've always been open-minded to others' opinions and beliefs. I never wanted to alienate someone for being who they are.
And I never will. Anybody who follows me, anybody who's all, hey, I like your music, I like your content, but I disagree with you all the time. Like, dude, you are welcome here. If you hate me, if you absolutely hate me, you are welcome to stick around and roast me. If you hate my music, go ahead, stick around. If you love me, if you follow me like a cult, I tell you to chill out, but hey, you're welcome here, bro. I'm not going to alienate people for something they believe in. Like, be who you are, but don't hurt yourself and don't hurt other people, So that's just how I am,
Being said, I can't make someone act in good faith towards me or what I believe in. No one can. That's how all this shit started to begin with.
And that's the underlying problem with me, right? Is that, it's people have been trying to, especially a couple of my friends, people I have had a falling out with since I've gone on this journey. I can't change their mind. So, I gotta let them go. I gotta cut the fat off the bone here,
People use the term woke a lot, but that doesn't really explain what's exactly happening. It's more complicated than that. It's more like the vile tendrils of an ancient evil digging its way into everything we love and forcing us to conform to its will.
See, that's kind of like what I said earlier. I do paint a dramatic picture, but I'm not lying either. I'm not like telling anything that ain't true, because it is. It feels like it's an ancient, like, fucking Cthulhu monster that's trying to take over everything. We see it in our food, we see it in our politics, on TV, movies, social media. Everything sort of falls into the line of propaganda, and it's almost like it's almost like an ancient evil. So that's how I at least put it.
I don't want people to see this album as opinionated or put a label on it that they disagree with. I want people to learn lessons from my songs that help them understand a different perspective and maybe grow as humans.
And I understand that this album might not be that for a lot of people, and that's okay. It's an album that illustrates my perspective, what I have seen. And not what any demographic of people have seen, not what a party or a group of people have seen. It's just my perspective. And sure, 199 sort of is supposed to be like a rallying song for people in the fellowship. That I love all of them, but other than that, like the entire album is just like it's me explaining myself. It's me venting myself. And anybody who's like, oh, this is overly political, oh, you're a hypocrite, oh, it's just like, bro, if you're going to get mad at me, get mad at NWA. Get mad at Public Enemy. That's this fucking, what happened to hip hop? Yeah, it's because I'm white, probably.
The things we love, our family, our culture, our entertainment, our music, the American way of life, the things that used to bring us together are now being weaponized to divide us even further. Once you can't escape from the real world, that ancient evil has you in its grasp.
That is the ultimate point that I try to make, is escapism, right? It's escapism Because, like I said, if you can't escape from the real world, the ancient evil gets you. The propaganda gets you. And then you're no longer able to escape. You can no longer not see the propaganda and everything. That's why all these, I guess I'll call them woke freaks, they have to see every bit of social justice in everything they see. You know, you can't eat mashed potatoes because mashed potatoes were picked during a war in Ireland or something. Right now, you have to boycott mashed potatoes, and it's not any different from the other side either. It's this cancel culture shit. It's so your favorite wrestler just endorsed Kamala Harris. So now what? You're gonna stop watching his wrestling? You're gonna stop supporting this man? You stop liking him for whatever reason? Oh, hey, your favorite rapper endorsed Kamala Harris. So now we have to delete all his music. Oh, your favorite rapper's a sellout. Delete all his music from your iPod or whatever. So it's like you have to like the message is stronger than your own personal values or your own interests. Like, how the fuck is your social justice movement bigger than your own personal, like, sort of interests, right? If your family, if you have to turn against your family because your family disagrees with you politically, you're a fucking loser. That's literally homosexual. That's just what I'll say.
The culture war isn't about left or right. It's not about your politics.
Never was.
The culture war is about the people who love their freedom, standing up for what they believe in, and banding together to fight the evils of the world.
And that could apply to anybody. I've said that before. That could apply to anybody. And I stand on this to basically probably till I die. It will never be the left versus right. It might have been left versus right a long time ago. It might have been left versus right 80s, 90s, early 2000s, whatever. From, I would say, J6 and onwards, it has always been the people versus the state. So what will end up being is the people who are against the authoritarian state or the people that are for the authoritarian state. And you can throw elephant or donkey label on that all you want. But those who would support the state rather than support the people are pro-state, pro-authoritarian state. And the people who are against that are anti-authoritarian state. Now we're going to see with the new regime, because Orange Man got a second term, we're going to see how that goes. I have been critical of Orange Man, but I still like Orange Man. That's very well known. But that doesn't mean that he's above criticism or that he's above authoritarianism. We're just going to have to wait and see how it goes. Because he's aligning himself with a lot of snakes, too. That's something that's actually very concerning. His cabinet now is way better than it was in 2016, but color me skeptical because all the rhinos decided to align themselves with the MAGA party once they realized that they were irrelevant. So,
entertainment and escapism is just the beginning, and the fight rages on. The culture war was never going to be easy.
Entertainment and escapism was just the beginning. Yeah, that's what they go after first. They go after your entertainment. They go after your movies, your comic books, your TV shows. They go after that stuff to try and change it, to try and propagandize it so that your kids see it, so that your people see it and they think, oh, this is normal. We have to normalize this. And then once that starts happening, the normalization turns into legislation. It's like, oh, how come we aren't normalizing this in real life? How come we aren't normalizing trans kids in real life? When are we going to have legislation to protect trans kids? Ain't no such thing as trans kids, bro, just terrible parents. So, and the fight rages on. The fight will rage on to the end of time. Humans are going to fight to the end of time. That's just how it is. Not saying that humans are inherently violent, because they're not. But humans are going to fight. Over land, over religion, over the last fucking tater tot. Humans are going to fight. That's just what it is. All you can do is come at peace with yourself in order to have peace in society. But people don't have peace with themselves. Too much trauma. Something happened. At some point in time, somebody had something happen to them. So, and the culture war was never going to be easy. That is a quote from, I'm sure there's a lot of people who have said it, but I hear it the most from Gary from Nerdrotic. Great man. Met him several times. And he's right. Culture war was never going to be easy. And it's never going to end. Maybe one day we'll come back around to see that the escapism entertainment separates from the politics, separates from the propagandizing, if that's even a word that's real. But if those things separate, then I would say the culture wars won. You know, when things stop getting propagandized, you know, you win. So anyway, hope you liked this skit and this video that I just broke it down with. I shall see y'all in a video very soon. Check out Dyzek of Dead. Go check out my new album. What are you doing here? Check out my new album, bro.